Outsourcing has gone mainstream, but it's fraught with pitfalls, from where to hire people to knowing how much to trust them once they're on your team, to how much you should pay them, to figuring out how to manage them properly. Now, I've been outsourcing for about 10 years now. I've hired dozens of freelancers. I've had success with many and failure with some, and I've taught hundreds of clients how to hire online. And I've probably fallen for every pitfall there is, which means I've gotten quite a few battle scars and learned some valuable lessons along the way. What I've learned is that outsourcing is a lot simpler and easier than people make it out to be. Many things that people think they need to know and do, they actually don't need at all. So today I'll share the 5 things I wish I knew 10 years ago. There are 5 tips that will help you drop the weight around outsourcing and managing remote workers so that you can focus on what does matter. Number 1 is, you do not need to be the perfect manager. Being a great manager is much less important than people think it is. Sure, when you're a good manager, then you can retain good talent longer. And I do have a whole section in my outsourcing mastery course just about how to become an awesome, effective manager. But when you're just starting out, being a decent person who's respectful, who's organized, that's really all you need. Freelancers who you hire online aren't necessarily looking for you to fulfill 100% of their psychological needs. If you take a look at Maslow's job hierarchy of needs, you'll see that a freelancer is able to self-satisfy the majority of these needs simply by living where they want to live, setting their own price for their work, and even by choosing to do the exact type of work that brings them that growth and satisfaction that they crave. It's on you as the manager to simply fulfill anything that you've promised to them. Did you guarantee 10 hours a week of work? Then get them those 10 hours. Did you say that there was going to be opportunities for advancement? Then make sure there are. So, in sum, be a decent person, be your word, be organized, be respectful, pay well, but notice what's not needed. No need to be a pushover, no need to be their friend. They don't need friends, they already got friends. And you also don't need to be some kind of inspirational powerhouse leader figure. It's just simply not necessary. Number 2 is, you don't have to take on their worries and drama. In fact, you should actively avoid any drama like the plague. A lot of managers, women especially, have been conditioned to believe that they need to be someone's sort of bosom buddy before they can start expecting that person to do something for them. This is very much unnecessary, and in fact, it's detrimental when you're outsourcing. Now, I get that you want to have a positive, caring relationship with the people you work with, which is why I explain exactly how to walk this line without crossing it in my outsourcing mastery course. And it is totally possible to have a rewarding relationship with your freelancer, but you want to make sure to always maintain a professional distance. Contractors who spend a lot of time making excuses or explaining their family drama to you will probably continue in this pattern forever. What you want is a freelancer who gets the job done, not someone who always has a convenient excuse for not getting the job done. In your relationship with your freelancer, you should look out for your own best interests, and your freelancer should do the same. If you're getting bogged down in their worries and their drama, you're letting your time get wasted by the very person who is supposed to be saving you time. Number 3 is, you do not have to be available 24/7 for your employees' questions. This is one of the benefits of being the boss. You get to decide your preferred communication method, your boundaries, and you can ask your freelancers to follow them. For example, I ask all my freelancers to communicate with me exclusively inside Asana, which is my task management platform, and I let them know they can expect a response from me within 2 business days. I provide them with really good instructions, so they actually rarely have questions or issues to begin with, which I like because I hate answering questions. So, you can decide what communication policy you want to implement with your team. You do not need to be on call 24/7 to respond to them. Number 4 is, you shouldn't expect the whole world from your freelancer right away. And I see a lot of new managers making this mistake. They're so overwhelmed that they hope their new hire is going to be some kind of magic silver bullet and take away all their problems. Now, outsourced help certainly can be magical, but it's simply unwise to hold your people to that level right away. That might be something they build up to over a period of time, as long as you provide them with consistent instructions and training and feedback. However, you can expect that your freelancer follows your instructions to a T. That is, if you give them good instructions. And that's why a whole section of my Outsourcing Mastery course is dedicated to showing you exactly how to give mistake-proof instructions. Honestly, if you can just get this one skill right, you'll have huge success with outsourced help. And number 5 is, you should hire slow and fire faster. While it's very tempting to sort of make it work with someone once you've done the work and setup of hiring them, it's very important to know when to let someone go. In fact, I have a list of red flags, such as inability to follow instructions, not following my communication guidelines, or simply making big mistakes. And if a contractor makes 3 or more of those red flags in their first month, then they are automatically out. But I get that it can be so frustrating to have to go back to the drawing board and hire someone else, which is why I show my clients how to create a repeatable hiring system that makes it super easy and fast to hire and onboard a new person if that's necessary. If you'd like to start outsourcing but you don't know how, maybe you've gotten burned in the past, or you just want to truly master the skill of hiring online, then my class is for you. Outsourcing Mastery is now open for enrollment. It's my soup to nuts training with everything you need to know so that you can start hiring in as little as an afternoon. So check out the link in the description for details on that. I hope this video gave you some food for thought, and if you enjoyed watching, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're obsessed with human potential and living your best life like we are, consider subscribing to our channel. See you in the next video.